Just a month ago in January this year, I was contemplating my birthday coming up, turning another year older, and to be honest, I was dreading it a bit. I mean, what did I have to look forward to? Some more grey hair, one less year to reach my goal of being financially free, and I was feeling more than despondent about the progress I was making towards that. Also, being my second year of being single and my divorce had only just been finalized. And while I was deeply grateful for my freedom to explore this new chapter, I was also becoming acutely aware that the older I get, the more chance there is of spending the rest of my life single. At the same time, we heard the devastating news that one of the teachers at my son's school had lost her battle to cancer. She left behind two young daughters, more or less the same age as my son. So it really hit home. So my son has one of those high beds, like a double bunk, but with a desk underneath. And every night I climb up there with him to say goodnight. And since he was really young, I've created that as a safe space for him to share his feelings, ask questions, and then we always do it gratitude together. And that night I climbed up, I was really hoping that he'd share his thoughts and feelings with me. So the last thing I wanted was for him to hold on to them. Now, he said he didn't have any questions. So I moved on and asked him what he was grateful for. Usually he thinks and contemplates for ages, and I think it takes so long because he gets so distracted and loses focus in between. I often have to ask him like 4, 5, 6 times what he's grateful for before I can get an answer. But that night I didn't have to wait, and he just said, "Mummy, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful to have you in my life." That moment completely changed my perspective about getting older. In that moment, I realized just how fragile life is, how much I mean to my little humans, how much another year in my life of being alive means to them, and just how little time I might have. I will never again approach a birthday with dread or negativity about what that means for me. I will celebrate the fact that I have been gifted another year. So I set a challenge for myself, and that is to take a moment every year on my birthday and contemplate what I have done to make a difference in the lives of my little humans. The legacy I have chosen is to show them and to teach them how to live a life full of love and joy, and to teach them how to thrive through every challenge that they face. I want them to thrive. Every single day I wake up and I make the decision to do the work on myself, to identify my triggers, my issues, my limiting beliefs, so that I can overcome them and grow from them and be that example to them of what it means to live a life and thrive. I feel an incredible urgency to doing this because I have witnessed how little time there may be. Everyone searches for what their purpose is in life. This has become my purpose. They have become my purpose. So I'm inviting you to ask yourself the question, who is your purpose? Do you contemplate your next birthday with dread or with an eye roll at being yet another year older? Today is my birthday. I've turned 48, and I could not be more grateful for another trip around the sun. My wish for you on my birthday is that you can stop and consider who is your purpose. Any change can be daunting. The thought of leaving a legacy can be overwhelming, but let me assure you, It is really, really simple. It's just a decision. If your purpose is clear, it's just a decision to take your first action today. One step. That step is to reach out to me.